Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. What's up, Cowboys Nation? Buckle up because we've got some BREAKINGNE that is shaking up the NFL world. The Dallas Cowboys are making a blockbuster move that could change the entire landscape of their offense. Sources close to the situation are reporting that the Cowboys are making a deal to acquire none other than Cincinnati Bengals star wide receiver T. Higgins. That's right, folks. The Cowboys front office is making aggressive moves to strengthen their receiving core, and this one is absolutely huge. Imagine a dynamic duo of CeeDee Lamb and T. Higgins terrorizing defenses every Sunday. This move, if finalized, will give Dak Prescott another elite weapon to take this offense to the next level. So let's dive into all the details, what this means for the Cowboys, and why this trade could be the defining moment of their Super Bowl aspirations. T. Higgins is a proven playmaker. Since being drafted by the Bengals in 2020, he has been an absolute nightmare for opposing defenses. Standing at 6'4" and boasting an incredible catch radius, Higgins has been a key piece of the Bengals' offensive attack alongside Ja'Marr Chase. Over the past few seasons, he's proven that he can be a WR1 in this league, and now, with the Cowboys making this move, they're ensuring that Dak Prescott has one of the most formidable receiving duos in the entire NFL. Now you might be wondering, how did we get here? Why is Cincinnati even willing to part ways with a player of Higgins' caliber? Well, this all comes down to one thing: the business side of the NFL. The Bengals are in a tight spot financially. They have to pay Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase, and a handful of other key players, which makes it incredibly difficult to justify giving T. Higgins the massive contract he rightfully deserves. With his rookie deal coming to an end, there were already rumblings that the Bengals wouldn't be able to keep him long-term. That opened the door for a team like the Cowboys to swoop in and make a bold move. Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office have been closely monitoring the wide receiver market, and it looks like they finally found their guy. There's been a lot of speculation this offseason about whether the Cowboys were going to make a splash, and now we have our answer. The front office clearly understands that the time to win is NOW. The NFC is wide open, and with an improved defense, the Cowboys can position themselves as legitimate Super Bowl contenders. One of the biggest criticisms of the Cowboys in recent years has been their inconsistency in making bold moves when it matters most. They've had opportunities to land top-tier talent, but have often opted to play it safe. This time, though, they're going all in. Adding T. Higgins to this roster would be one of the most aggressive moves they've made in years, and it signals that they're fully committed to surrounding Dak Prescott with elite weapons. Let's talk about the fit. T. Higgins isn't just a great receiver, he's the perfect complement to CeeDee Lamb. Lamb has emerged as the Cowboys' #1 receiver, but adding Higgins gives the offense another elite playmaker who can stretch the field and dominate in contested catch situations. Higgins has the size, strength, and speed to win against top-tier cornerbacks, and that's exactly what this team needs to take its offense to the next level. Picture this. Defenses already struggle to contain CeeDee Lamb, but now, with Higgins on the opposite side, it becomes nearly impossible to double-team either one. Defenses will have to pick their poison. Do they roll coverage to Lamb and leave Higgins in one-on-one matchups? Or do they try to stop Higgins and give Lamb more opportunities to work in space? Either way, this is a nightmare for defensive coordinators. And let's not forget about Michael Gallup. With Higgins coming in, Gallup could slide into a more natural WR3 role, which might actually benefit him tremendously. He's had some struggles over the past couple of seasons coming off that ACL injury, but with less pressure on him to be a primary target, he could regain his form and become a dangerous third option in this offense. Dak Prescott has been under immense pressure to deliver in the playoffs, and while he has had his fair share of ups and downs, there's no denying that he needs more help to elevate his game when it matters most. This move isn't just about adding another receiver, it's about maximizing Dak's potential. With an elite duo of Lamb and Higgins, plus a reliable option in Gallup, this offense becomes significantly more dangerous. And don't forget about Brandon Cooks. The Cowboys' receiving core is suddenly looking stacked, giving Dak every opportunity to succeed. Now, let's talk about what it might cost to get this deal done. Reports suggest that the Cowboys would likely have to part ways with a high draft pick, possibly a first or second rounder, along with additional assets. Some names have even been floated as potential trade pieces, including defensive players or even Michael Gallup. Regardless of the exact package, one thing is clear: this trade is worth it. The Cowboys are in win-now mode, and acquiring T. Higgins would be a major statement. This is the type of move that championship teams make. The front office is showing that they are serious about competing for a Super Bowl, and they're not just sitting back and hoping for things to fall into place. They're actively making moves to build a championship-caliber roster. Another factor to consider is the impact on the running game. With a more potent passing attack, defenses will have to respect the deep ball more, which in turn opens up more opportunities for the running backs. Tony Pollard, or whoever the Cowboys roll with in the backfield, is going to have an easier time finding lanes because defenses won't be able to stack the box. This is going to make the entire offense more balanced and efficient. This trade could also have major implications for the Cowboys' future. If Higgins and Lamb develop into one of the league's best receiving duos, it could redefine the Cowboys' offensive identity for years to come. Dak Prescott, who has faced criticism for his playoff performances, now has no excuses. With an elite supporting cast, it's time for him to prove that he can lead this team deep into the postseason and compete for a championship. So what's next? Cowboys fans should keep their eyes peeled because if this deal goes through, it's going to send shockwaves through the NFL. The Cowboys are making a power move, and the entire league is going to take notice. The NFC is already wide open, and this move could catapult the Cowboys to the top of the conference. Cowboys Nation, this is the kind of move we've been waiting for. T. Higgins in a Dallas uniform would be an absolute game-changer. This is the type of deal that can push the Cowboys over the top and make them legitimate contenders. If this trade happens, expect fireworks in Dallas. We're talking about one of the best young receivers in the game joining one of the most iconic franchises in sports. This is the definition of a blockbuster move. What do you guys think? Should the Cowboys go all in to land T. Higgins? Do you think this move would make Dallas the team to beat in the NFC? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I want to hear from YOU. And don't forget to smash that like button, SUBSCRIBE to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you never miss out on breaking Cowboys news and updates. This is a massive move that could reshape the Cowboys' future, and we're going to be covering every detail as this story develops. Stay tuned, Cowboys fans, because things are about to get very, very interesting. That's all for today's video, and as always, GOCOWBOYS.